Today marks the opening day of the BRICS ministerial meeting in Cape Town, where ministers from Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa will gather to discuss key issues and priorities. The meeting will also see the participation of 15 African ministers with a focus on fostering collaboration and partnership between the BRICS nations and Africa. This gathering is set to pave the way for a brighter future of economic growth, job creation, sustainable development also in the region. Your Central South Africa correspondent, Bongani Siziba, is in Cape Town to give us an update. Good morning, Bongani. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Osa, and also good morning to Olive. You guys are looking good there.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much. So are you. Now, the BRICS, of course, conversation has blown out of proportion in the last couple of months. I'm sure we all know why. But South Africa is hosting the BRICS ministerial meeting. What more can you tell us about this gathering, and what are the little details here and there that everyone must hear about?
Yes, I am in Cape Town, where the BRICS meeting is expected to start today at around 2 p.m. That is South African time, and around 1 p.m. Nigerian, West African time, I guess. And this meeting is about ministerial ministers that are being hosted by the Minister of the DICO, that is the Minister of International and Cooperation Affairs here in South Africa. And the aim of this meeting, according to the DICO Minister, that is Minister Naledi Pandor, is to give South Africa a chance to prove itself. We know that South Africa was given a chair for this BRICS early this year, taking it from China. So South Africa wants to prove itself that it can lead the BRICS. And also the meeting is there to pave a way for the upcoming summit that will be held here in South Africa, that is in Johannesburg come August. And also, it is also a platform for other ministers and other African countries. We know that there have been 15 ministers that have been invited to this meeting by Minister Pandor, just to pave a way for economic trade and technology discussions around that. We know that there are also other, almost 20 countries that have applied formally and other informally to join the BRICS. So this is a lead up to the August meeting that is coming up here in Johannesburg.
Interesting that you mentioned the August meeting coming up in Johannesburg, and we know that there's so much controversy surrounding it as well because of the potential attendance of Vladimir Putin. But that's another conversation. Let's talk about the 15 ministers you made reference to. Do we have any idea why exactly? You talked about some areas, but do we know what their role is and the significance of their invitation?
Yes, I think the invitation of 15 ministers is a significant step, especially when I spoke about South Africa trying to show BRICS that they can lead. So bringing in other African counterparts to this meeting, as they are calling them the friends of the BRICS, is to bring them together so that they can try and strengthen that African relationship with other BRICS countries. And we know that in these 15 countries, or the ministers that are here, some of them from their countries have applied also to join the BRICS. So this is a platform for them to bring about their proposals on what they would want to see in BRICS, and also discussions around that they also want to join this BRICS.
Okay, well, it's of course, we can't not have the conversation concerning Vladimir Putin and the controversy with the ICC's warrant of his arrest and all of that. So South Africa has made it clear that they will not enforce his arrest. I think I also saw one of the South African ministers also in an interview, Julius Malema, also saying it loud and clear that he would not. It's not going to happen. So I want you to share your views on any updates on that on that part of the conversation, and what do South Africans themselves think?
Quite controversial here in South Africa, especially about the arrest of Putin. Earlier on, the DICO came out saying that they are giving immunity to the ministers that are coming to South Africa. And it has been controversial, not only by the opposition parties, but also by the citizens going to social media and registering their concerns about that. We know that South Africa has to arrest Vladimir Putin when he comes to South Africa, but the DECO coming out and saying that they are giving immunity, but also the spokesperson for the DECO coming out again saying that that immunity doesn't mean that South Africa does not know what they are supposed to do. So on the other hand, questions are now that they have given the immunity to the ministers, and also I guess Putin is included in that. Then on the other hand, they are saying that South Africa knows what they are supposed to do to arrest Putin when he comes to South Africa. So it's quite a controversial issue here with the opposition party, DA. Also, they have filed papers in the court, and they are forcing South African government to state that they are going to arrest Putin or not. So it's quite controversial here before the BRICS summit. But what we know that today the ministerial summit is going to hold, but what is going to happen when Putin comes to South Africa, no one knows yet.
Well, so many angles to this. We are hearing that on the one hand, Pretoria is saying it would honor its obligation to the ICC. On the other hand, government is weighing the possibility of, hosting him or even potentially moving the summit to China. But I guess we'll find out. We certainly would love to have you give us updates on what the outcome of today's meeting is. And thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, too.